Importantly, the Gunners go 5 points clear.
I thought when they made a couple of substitutions, they put a little bit more pressure on the guys at the back, but like we still were passing it out. It just got a little bit nervy simply because of what's on the game for Arsenal. It's important Arsenal not to lose, but it's vitally important to win the game. So in the end, it got a bit nervy simply because one goal sometimes is never enough. So I was quite pleased that they got over the line in the end.
And like last week, Alan, it forces Manchester City into a response straight afterwards.
Yeah, there you go, over to you. We've done our job, Arsenal. I thought we did it very well second half. We started it. We said at half-time they needed to create some more chances and be more ruthless and clinical in that final third when they got in there, and they went straight away and they did that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really comfortable victory for them. I was really disappointed in Leicester. I thought they offered nothing up front at all.
Yeah, they've only taken 12 points from a possible 37 at home. Their struggles at the King Power continue. What did you think of their performance here?
Well, to be honest, obviously, I'm quite pleased that they didn't play as well as they can do. But at the same time, you know, you do have to see them off. And I think that Arsenal, with their possession, you know what I mean, right from the start, they kind of made it clear that they're going to have a lot of the ball. And obviously, you'd like to see more goals. But you do look at Leicester at the moment and think, well, what's going on? And you can't see where it's going to happen for them. So, you know, you just have to go to those teams. It could have been a tough game. In the end, it worked out a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And there's credit to them, to be honest. Credit to the boys.
Yeah, disappointment then for Leicester. And job done as far as Arsenal are concerned, much to the joy of their travelling supporters. And so this is where we are with this match week after yesterday's 1-1 draw then between Fulham and Wolves. We're 4 games down today with 2 more still to come. Villa, well, we see Everton losing at home to Aston Villa. Villa with their first win in 4 thanks to Ollie Watkins' penalty and one from Emi Buendia. Big win for Leeds in the battle of the bottom 2. Junior Firpo giving Leeds their first win in 11. Arsenal beating Leicester, as we've just mentioned. 4 goals in the space of just 14 second-half minutes for West Ham. Overcome Nottingham Forest. Danny Ings getting 2 on his first start for the Hammers. Still to come, second-bottom Bournemouth host second-place Manchester City. And then later on, Palace take on Liverpool. On Sunday, there's a chance for Spurs to strengthen their top 4 hopes against Chelsea, with Newcastle, of course, otherwise engaged. In terms of the bottom of the table, and of course it's been a crucial 90 minutes down there. Southampton's defeat sees them rock bottom still. 4 points adrift of safety. Bournemouth, who play shortly, are now second bottom, 1 adrift. They're on 21 points along with Everton, who are now in the bottom 3. West Ham move up to 16th after their big win today with a 2-point cushion. Leicester 14th, just 3 points above the relegation zone. Forest safe by 4, and Villa up to 11th, 31 points, only in the bottom half on goal difference. Only 1 team in the top half today so far, and that means that Arsenal's victory sees them go 5 points clear at the top of the table before Manchester City go to Bournemouth shortly. Both have played 24 games for the time being, with that the only change in the top half. And so the pressure now is very much on Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Arsenal, 5 points clear of the table. They registered what was in the end a narrow 1-0 scoreline at the King Power Stadium. Gabriel Martinelli with the all-important goal.
Because, like, you know, you'd have probably gone in and you'd have thought to yourself, come on, we need to be a little bit more ruthless with what we're doing. Like we say, so once we win it here, I think it's Gabriel comes in and wins it here. And then from there, you know, you can see Leicester's defence, they're a little bit out of shape. And once it gets in here, you really fancy him in that situation. So it was good to see, because it was a good time to score early on in the second half, and then you can just relax a bit.
I thought it was a fabulous finish, really well worked. That's the one thing they didn't do in the first half. They didn't get in behind as many times as they perhaps could have and should have, but they certainly did in this first minute of the second half, all on the front foot. And it's a really clever finish, because that's where he was aiming, because if it happens to come off the post or it doesn't perhaps hit the target, then Saka might get on the end of it as well. So clever goal, clever finish, and it's what Arsenal deserved. It's a well-worked goal. And was that the instructions, do you think, from Mikel Arteta at half-time, is try and get behind Leicester's back line? We didn't see enough of that in the first.
No, we didn't, no. But Leicester did. They were dropped a little bit deep, further back in certain instances, so it was quite hard. So once you did get the ball, kind of had people in front of you, which I saw with Saka, which you saw with Martinelli. So you have to hit them quick. You have to do it quicker, to move the ball quicker, get the ball into areas where you can get them where they're turning towards their own goal. And we've done that early on in the second half.
Yeah, and there was a moment where Saka thought he'd got the second.
Yeah, a lot of people thought he got second. You know, because when you look at it, you think to yourself, you know, it looks at it to bend the run, and this is what's really unfortunate for forwards now. I don't know how many goals I'd have disallowed now because, like, you see him trying to bend the run to stay onside, and it's fractionally offside, but it's enough. It's quite disappointing because I was really happy at that.
The best part is still to come, though, Manish, isn't it?
Absolutely, because a certain member of this studio thought it was all over at 2-0. This was Ian's reaction when that ball hit the back of the net.
Come on, yes! Yeah!
He knows he's offside. He's offside.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing to me and Arsenal all season. Them lot upstairs.
that right there, the definition of a short-lived celebration.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's what you get. That's what you get with the VAR decisions. Now you're ecstatic and then completely drained. That was it. That was the fans you just saw there.
It was definitely a fan.
But how much did you need that? Because it was far from straightforward.
Yeah, I think for the amount of time that we dominated the ball possession territory, the amount of situation that we generated in the final third, we should have created much more and scored more goals. When you don't, then you have to be exceptional in your defensive work. I think we conceded one goal, one chance, or one shot off target only. So I think defensively the team was outstanding as well. So great, because it's a really difficult place to come here and win, and we've done it, and it's a huge win.
Gabriel Martinelli scored within a minute after the break. So what were your instructions at half-time?
That's not because my instructions. This is the quality of the players. Obviously, we want to start fast and start to get in their toes again. And it was a really good moment to give us the advantage.
There are a couple of disallowed goals. In terms of Leandro Trossard, what did you make of the decision?
I don't know. I haven't seen the replay. Just here, the decision is made. What can we do?
It was a cracking finish, though, wasn't it, from Trossard? Taking a step forward in your thinking, especially with a finish like that.
It's a shame because he put it in the top bin and it was a great finish. But we managed to still recover and don't get too upset about that decision and win the game.
And in terms of Bukayo Saka, do you think he should have had a penalty in the first half after being brought down by Harry Souttar?
Again, I don't want to talk more about those decisions. They are done.
But I suppose in a good way, VAR didn't impact your fortunes too much today.
Fortunately today, no.
And in terms of the title race, you're temporarily 5 points clear, back-to-back wins. So do you feel as though you're out of your blip now, which previously saw you without a win in 3?
It's about the next game, and the Premier League is so tough now. We have Everton, we suffer already in Liverpool what they can do to us, so we're going to have to prepare really well, play well, and really dominate in the game to earn the right to win again.
Thanks, Kev. Well done today. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, he's understandably delighted. I mean, 10 away wins in the league. We're not even in March yet.
No.
How does that reflect on the youngest average starting 11 in this
mentality, the strength of their mentality? I thought Mikel was being very magnanimous to Leicester, saying that it's a difficult place to come, maybe before, but I thought today, especially in the first half, I think Arsenal wouldn't have been expecting that in an away game, but again, they play out. They tried to play out the back. They tried to play quickly. Again, I thought the final third could have been a little bit more incisive with the passes to maybe get some more good strikes on goal. Because I thought that goalkeeper needed testing more. You know what I mean, Danny Ward. So, but in the main, I think that for an away performance, and again, like you say, 10 away wins, 30 points. It's a magnificent effort.
And to add to that narrative of this squad maturing is the fact that they can pull out wins when it's not a vintage performance.
Yeah, I don't think it was a great performance today, but the way they did it, the way they had to do it, I was impressed. They realised they had to go out and get the win and change things in terms of forward positions in the second half, and they did that. So it's a very good day for them again.
Yeah. OK, let's bring you up to date with what happened elsewhere in the Premier League. 3 games, starting with a big one at the bottom at Ellen.
He made you work for it?
Yeah, of course. We knew it was going to be a very tough game, but I think we deserved the result, and yeah, we did it. So happy with the 3 points.
And you scored within a minute after the break. How relieved were you when you saw that go in?
Yeah, that was needed. So happy with the goal, but happier with the victory.
What was the message from Mikel Arteta at half-time? Because it clearly worked.
That we needed to win at any context, and I think we did it. Clean sheet, and in this league you need to win the games in this way, and today we did it, and as I said, I think we deserved the result.
And after you scored, you went down, you looked in real pain. What happened there?
Someone stepped on me, but I was okay. The goal was yeah. I mean, I scored the goal and I was happy.
And you're having your best Premier League scoring season in your career. So what do you put that down to?
I think hard work. I think I need to thank my teammates, the staff, the fans, my family. They have been brilliant with me, and yeah, I just want to keep going and scoring and trying to help the team.
And top of the Premier League, back-to-back wins, 5 points clear. How important was it to build on the momentum after that Aston Villa victory?
So important. I think we need to go to every single game thinking as a final, and we did it today. So the next game is going to be another final, and we need to keep going.
Thanks, Gabriel. Well done. Thank you.